Sony also presented here on the IFA in Berlin the X Compact. This is coming in white, kind of a slight blue or something, and this is officially called black, but for me it's a dark blue. I'm trying to get this fixed for you in the video here, so without reflections it's a little bit hard, maybe that way. So, but believe me, it's a dark blue, no black. So, and of course, like always with the compact models of Sony, what we like is we have big specs in a small housing. Here, this one is now 4.6 inch, and so you can really have all the screen, the touch screen, with just one hand, with one thumb. And show me another phone these days, a current one, where you really can reach all four corners with your thumb without grabbing. So this is of course possible. So of course you have here a slightly problem with the resolution. Seems to be on the paper 720 by 1280s, but don't forget, this is 4.6 inch only, so it's absolutely okay and sharp, even these tiny texts. Look at this here, so totally, so this way I guess you could see it. It's a little bit tricky here with the lamps all around, so this is working, I hope so. And it's the same processor like in the Sony Xperia X. It's a Qualcomm Snapdragon 650, so it's a correct name here, just not XZ Compact, but just X Compact, because it's really the compact X1. So you have 6 cores with 1.8 gigahertz. Once again, it's very mighty one. And of course, we have a little smaller battery, but 2,700 milliamps fixed, built in for a 4.6 inch display should be totally enough. Of course, we'll have this tested, and that will be quite soon, because this one will come these days. So Sony told me beginning of September. So we have September now. This should be coming very, very soon. And the interesting thing is, of course, the camera. This one is kind of a combination of the Xperia X and the XZ, because you have that 23 megapixels camera, the same hardware kind of like in the XZ, including this 5-axis stabilizer. So you remember, I told you, if you have not seen, please have a look at the Xperia XZ video. You have one axis is optical, but you have a stabilization on all 4 axes now. So you don't mind how you shake it, how you carry it. It's ought to be very stabilized here. And as you can see here, that's the same hardware. Here, let me go like this way. I hope you can see this. Once more, this is laser autofocus. This white dot here, that's an additional sensor for colors, meaning you have very good color stability and especially white balance, so much more natural colors. Knock on wood here, and that's just a white LED as we know it. Yeah, front optics is just 5 megapixels here, no 13. So, but yeah, well, that's the small one, the tiny one. And what's the same, especially I like this one, you have not only these 32 gigabyte internal memory, expandable up to 256 like on the big one, that's a nano SIM, but also once more this simple, so one slot, not two separate, and especially you don't have the flap anymore. And even if you can see, if you look very carefully here, that rubber edge once more, but nevertheless, even if it's looking the same, this one is at least not officially waterproof like the XZ, so no IP68 or whatever. Nevertheless, if some raindrops are coming here, I would say it should go, but you do not have the warranty for waterproof if you have any water damages or so with the smaller one. You have the same USB Type-C, so plug in your cable the way you want it, and it's no problem here with the 3.5 millimeters headphone jack over there. So it's kind of a mixture, like I told you, of Xperia X and XZ, so it's a perfect name for this one here. You have all the specs, just a slight difference between the XZ and the X Compact with 4G network. So you have only 300 megabits instead of 450, but in most countries, I guess this will be no difference in everyday life. So we have Wi-Fi SE, we have NFC and everything else. The battery here, fixed, of course, like we know it these times, 2,300 milliamps, but this should be more than enough, I would just guess. But for 4.6 inch display, I guess, knock on wood, that this will be stand forever. But we have to test this, and test will come soon because it's, like I told you, beginning of September. So I hope, knock on wood, that next week maybe I can present you already the final review. Price is €499, once more, including tax. Price for Germany, Europe may vary depending on countries, of course, but you get a first impression of how this will be in your country. Yeah, I hope this is enough for the moment for a quick first impression. Did I give the dimensions? I'm not quite sure. Let me give this better twice than none. This is 65 millimeters, 129 millimeters, and thickness is 9.5 millimeters, when a weight of 135 grams. So like I told you, really great haptics, love it. The same design, by the way, like on the Xperia XZ, with these edges here, front and back side the same, this what I called block design or something. So really resting great in the palm. I guess I keep it. So this is enough, I guess, for a first impression here from the IFA in Berlin, from the Sony booth with the Xperia X Compact. Thanks for watching, take care, and bye.